Good morning everybody and welcome back to day number 5,928 in isolation. I have completely lost track of how many days we've been in isolation, but hey ho, I'm pretty sure everybody else has as well. I've been quiet with videos the last couple of days just because, to be quite honest, we are doing nothing. Going out for a run, coming back, reading, making food, watching TV, doing nothing. It is not very riveting content at the minute. Today I thought, let's just be positive. Everybody else is in the same boat as us. Everybody else doesn't know what to do. The other day, I actually thought to myself, I really miss riding my bike, and obviously people can see I've got my cycling shorts on. Yeah, and I haven't actually ridden, like, in terms of like riding, in a long time. There's a fly. As I was saying, I haven't actually ridden in a long time, and I kind of thought the other day, I'm a bit bored of going out for runs. There's just so many people still out and stuff, and I just thought it's just not really worth it. I'm a bit bored of like HIIT workouts and all the rest of it, because they just get a bit repetitive. So I thought, what other way can I mix it up? And I was like, well, I've got my bikes, why not just get on the turbo? So I actually took the plunge to get Zwift again. That's the best way to like start riding, because you're not just sat on the turbo like with nothing to distract you or like nothing to do. So I signed up for Zwift again. Big bold move, but she did it. So I just thought in the mornings would be such a good idea to just crack the window, get the music on and do a bit of Zwifting. And I thought as well, like, I'd be really keen to do some races again, but I just think at the minute, like, to jump straight back into a race after having not ridden for like a few months would be a little bit silly. I think I mentioned to you guys I had a bit of a Di2 problem on my Boardman bike. Yeah, so with us being in lockdown, I'm actually unable to get that sorted. Like, I've worked out I need a specific cable, and it's like an error cable, and it's basically to plug it into the diagnostics to work out what the problem is, because everything on it, like all the components, are brand new last year. So yeah, bit of a mystery as to why that's got a bit of a problem. I actually have another bike in the bike shed. It's a bike that I did up as a winter bike and then got on a team and never managed to like need to ride it because we were always on team equipment. I've just stuck it on the turbo. I spent last night like measuring it up and comparing it and checking it against the Boardman. I put like my saddle and stuff on it, so it's pretty much ready to go for me. For the time being, it's not my Boardman, it's not my trusty Di2 bike, which I love, but it's a bike that's gonna do for riding on the turbo for the time being, until I can get my Di2 bike sorted, which I'm in the process of doing. It's just very hard at the minute to try and get different bits and communicate with people without being able to just take it somewhere and get it fixed. So without further ado, I'm changed. I'm just loading up Zwift now. Yeah, we'll get going for a little riding sesh. Exhausted. I'd actually forgotten how hard it is to just like ride at like 200 watts. I was literally struggling at like 170 watts. So yeah, guess we need a few more rides before we enter a race. But now it's time for a shower and some food. So I've got that like pursuit-y cough going on, like when you've ridden your bike and you haven't done it for quite a while, and then suddenly it gets you. But I've had a shower, I've washed my hair because it was grim and it needed a wash anyway. I'm gonna do a really original lockdown idea. Obviously I'm the first person to do this on a vlog, obviously. I'm gonna get my mum to cut my hair. When I say I'm petrified, I'm not lying. It's probably an understatement to say I'm petrified. But I feel like it needs doing. It's super long and it's just like scraggy at the ends, and it's just pretty grim. So I'm just gonna take like an inch off. It's nothing dramatic, I just feel like it needs doing, and I'm trying to occupy myself with things to do in isolation because I'm getting quite bored, I'm not gonna lie. Yesterday I spent practically a whole day just on my bed, colouring, on my laptop, on my phone, reading a book. So today I feel like I just needed to do some like activities to make me feel like I've had a productive day, so that's what we're gonna do now. Oh I guess I need to look at the camera because then I'm straight.
I'm going to do the very, very best I can.
I'm genuinely, my heart rate's higher than when I was on the bloody turbo.
The thing is, you've got layers. So actually, if I just cut this wispy bit off, I'm actually only cutting...
I can hear it.
I'm actually only cutting layers off.
Basically, I love my long hair. I've gone through a few phases, haven't I, actually, of like doing short, medium, long. I'm actually really loving my long hair at the minute. I don't want to cut it short. But then at the same time, when I'm doing turbo and stuff like this morning, it just gets in the way.
I know, but I'm only cutting off half an inch. It really ain't going to make that much gripper.
Yeah, but we can look at it, and then if I think it needs more, we can do more. Tell you what, it's quite a bloody chore to sit upright, like actually posturally upright. Is that a word? Posturally. I like it. Are you just cutting it straight, yeah?
Well, it comes up a little bit round the edge. I'm just following the line of what's there.
I think it's worth pointing out as well that you're not a hairdresser.
I'd like to have been.
You do a good job with the dog's hair.
I'll be doing Dad's later. He's in the state of that. Jesus, looks like the guy out of Back to the Future. The old scientist.
The mad scientist.
Either that or a brain surgeon.
I mean, you're kind of convincing me you know what you're doing with the sectioning bits, but...
Yeah, you said don't be fooled.
I feel like you should have maybe sectioned the whole hair.
No, no, no.
Oh, no.
No, because you're not letting me cut. If I was cutting a blob short, I would have done it.
A bloody bob!
If you'd said to me I could do like 6 inches off.
6 inches?
That's what you used to say when you were little. I'm only having my trims cut.
Did I?
Yeah. I'm only having my trims cut. Don't cut it.
So I've not really changed really, have I?
Well, you've always been bonkers.
I mean, literally not changed, has it? Yeah, another half an inch is happening.
Don't hate me, Cameron.
Yeah. I'm gonna regret this.
Stabbing me with love. Don't wanna waste no time getting my feelings hurt. I believe in those
It is
things we
level.
don't know.
Oh my god, my fingers drop off the end. We are finished. The finished result. Thanks, Mum.
Okay.
I quite like it. It's just like a bit like, it's like a blunt cut. I mean, I'm having to go like this because it is still so long. Lockdown haircut is complete. And I do want to just say, yeah, I know it's not the most original idea in the world, but it had to be done. It had to be done. I feel like it's very hard to find content at the minute, so I hope that makes you realise this is how low it's got. That cutting my hair is my content. Right, I've had my lunch now and I'm just currently chilling in the lounge. I'm just gonna put, I think, maybe a film on, I'm not quite sure. I mean, the weather's quite nice outside and I haven't yet been outside today, so I will for sure maybe later on be getting my daily hour maybe. I'm not sure where I'll go, but maybe I'll take the dog out a bit later on. But yeah, my hair is, I'm enjoying it. I like it. A little bit shorter, a little bit neater. But yeah, I just really wanted to end the video there because currently it's about 3 o'clock and there's not much else going to be going on. I'm just currently having a cup of tea. I'm just going to be chilling in the house for the rest of the day. So yeah, I hope you're all safe and you're not yet going too stir crazy. I do just want to say, because I have had a few messages recently, me and Cameron are still together. I keep getting messages off people asking if we're still together and the answer is yes, well and truly still together. But I just feel like it's maybe because he's not been in my videos or like Instagrams or whatever, but obviously due to the current circumstances, we're both self-isolating with our own families at our own homes. So yeah, a bit annoying because you guys now will know that he's bought his new house, which is super exciting. So we kind of had planned that we would like start setting the house up and stuff like when he got the keys, and then obviously lockdown happened straight away. So it's quite frustrating to be able to not be there like doing the house up and stuff, but that's just the way it goes. So I'm hoping lockdown gets dropped soon because I am starting to miss him, I'm not gonna lie. It's quite tricky to not be able to see somebody. It's pretty rubbish, but we're staying positive. We're able to FaceTime and text and yeah, still annoy each other as normal as possible. Thank you very much for watching and I'll see you in my next one.